That's right. Welcome in, welcome back, everybody, to an edition of Would You Rather with Notre Dame football. I got asked a question. Would you rather with Notre Dame? It is the most obvious answer. I got to make sure we're all on the same page. And if we're not, I'm going to have an aneurysm edition of the Always Irish Show. As always, you can find the program on YouTube. Do hit subscribe if you haven't yet. Appreciate it very much. Give the video a thumbs up. That helps the Yanni boy out as well. Notifications on that way you're alerted every time a new episode drops. I know you don't want to miss it. Twitter. Search bar Always Irish. Excuse me, rat. Always Irish. Choking myself up already. Emails alwaysirishnd@gmail.com. Audio only anywhere you want it. You can get it if you don't want to look at my face. I don't blame you a bit. Call in lines 312-900-8815. You dial it up. Tell Johnny, oh, you've heard and seen. Instagram, Facebook, Always Irish Inc. Fighting Irish Wire, USA Today. Read all about it. Patreon.com/alwaysirish. Former captain Mike Goolsby. Leading tackler, by the way. What could go wrong? Us behind a paywall, letting it rip. It's so much fun. Thanks to everybody who's already there. Thank you. So this one got me going. You know how I am. I got a short fuse when it comes to Notre Dame stuff. So I've been told. I'm going to throw this at you guys and see what you think. And if you don't agree with me, we got beef. We have a problem in this fan base if you don't agree with me on this. Would you rather? So I get a message from some anonymous email. That happens all the time. You never know whether it's a troll. You never know whether it's a bot. You never know whether it's a real fan of Notre Dame or another team. Like, you just don't know. You know, my email's public. I get a lot of garbage because it's so public and other teams trolling me, whatever. So I get a lot of crap. You got to wade through it, figure out what's real, what isn't. But I get a message from an anonymous email, and it just says, hey, man, I like your show. I'm a Notre Dame fan. I got a question. I have no reason to think this is trolling, nothing else. This guy was legit, it appears to me. The question is, would you rather have one national title, but 2 to 3 years of, 9-3, 10-2 wrapped around the title, or a string of 10 to 11 win seasons in a row with major bowl wins showing mega high-level consistency for like 4 or 5 years in a row? 10 or 11 win regular seasons, win a playoff game or whatever, but no title. And this guy says he would rather have like the 4 or 5 years of consistently being really, really good with a mega high level of consistency. He's saying he would rather have that than winning one title but dropping down to like 9-3 right after it or right before it, or in there where you have a drop down for a couple years and it's like it looks rough right after or before leading into it. He's saying he would rather have the mega high level consistency but no titles, but be in the mix and have that respect every year. No. I hope this guy's trolling me. No. That's the wrong answer. My God, it is the wrong answer. And to me, this should be obvious. I think it should be obvious to everybody who's a Notre Dame fan, and I'm disturbed to think that it's not. Notre Dame's history is about championship titles. There are no divisional banners. There are no conference banners. It is titles. Above the play like a champion sign heading out to the field is what? Not a list of 10-2 seasons, 11-1 and above. Titles. Titles are what Notre Dame football's built on. Titles live forever. Don't you ever damn forget it. Titles live forever. The only people who brag about stringing together a bunch of 10-2s and 11-1s are people who don't win titles. The people who win titles talk about winning titles. Not going 10-2, 11-1 a bunch of years. I'm saying it again. The only people who brag about stringing together a bunch of really good seasons but no titles are the people who don't win titles. The people who win titles talk about that. Give me the title 100 times out of 100 times. Titles live forever. You're 10-2, 11-1, and all that stuff. That doesn't live on in history. It just makes you feel a little better about not reaching the ultimate goal. Be honest. Be honest. It's a consolation. Bragging about high-level consistency, but no title to show for it it's what you do if you don't win the title. But it ain't the ultimate. 30 years from now, nobody's going to care if you're telling your grandkids, we went 10-2 4 years in a row and it was solid, or 11-1 and won a playoff game but no titles. Nobody cares. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page here with this. The goal is not to string along a bunch of really good. The goal is to be the damn best at something. Once a champion, always a champion. And at Notre Dame, that next grip to do it is going to really live on forever for breaking this losing streak that's as old as almost I am. But it's upsetting to me that I have to explain to Notre Dame fans that, like, our measurement here is titles. I can't believe this guy would rather have no title but 4 or 5 years of 10-2 and 11-1 or what. Those don't live on in lore forever. This is Notre Dame. Yeah. So once this whole thing's no longer about just winning titles, then I'm done with this show. Shut it down. I'm not interested. Even if you wanted to say, it's all about titles, but Notre Dame's far away from it, I can live with that. At least that's still the goal. But if we're just shooting for 10-2 and being pretty decent and not winning anything's fine, I don't want to do this. I'm wasting my breath. And I'm raising my blood pressure, taking years off my life doing all this for nothing then. Especially at a place with Notre Dame with the title history we have and the fact that there are no tangible consolation prizes without the conference stuff. I don't like being in this position to convince people it's all about titles here. I would choose the one title and then drop it back to 9-3 for a couple and 100 out of 100. Titles live forever. Forever. They change things forever. 10-2 can't do that. 11-1 can't do that. Never forget what this is all about. Nobody my age or younger remembers what it feels like for Notre Dame to be the best. And I want you to think about that. And I want you to think about that a lot. And I want you to think about that long and hard. Nobody my age or younger knows what it feels like to see Notre Dame be the best. Allow your mind to really go there. Think about what it'd mean to you and your family. What it'd feel like to you and your family to get over that hump and have Notre Dame be number one. I want you to think about that. Let that feeling soak in you. Let you think about that emotion. Close your eyes. Play through the scenario of that night. Notre Dame winning it all. You with your people. Us all together here celebrating it. Let that all soak in. Let that all soak in. The feeling that would be of being number one. 10-2s and 11-1, but no title. Don't do that, boss. They don't fulfill your soul. They don't fill that cup that way. Championships live forever. And I don't like being in a position where I feel like everybody's not on the same page in this fan base. I thought we all were. settling for a bunch of years of really good and no years of being the best. I can't ever agree to that deal. I can't ever agree to that deal. It's always been about the titles at Notre Dame. Always. You always go to be number one, man. Nobody remembers you just being really pretty darn good and everything, but not the best. It's all about those titles. And especially with the streak Notre Dame has of the years since the last one, it's more about the title than it's ever been before to bring that luster and lore back to Notre Dame football that's been gone for too long, my whole life, pretty much. So never forget what it's about. I wanted to think this guy was trolling me when he said, would you rather have one title and then a few 9 and 3s around it, or 4 or 5 years high level, but no time? No. You do all this to be the best. You dump all your chips in the middle for a chance to be number one. But why? Titles live forever. Titles live forever. They always have, they always will. And in Notre Dame, they live forever. Look at the reverence with which we look at all those guys. It's a big damn deal. Nobody did it better than Frank Lee. It's all about titles. So I was slightly offended by this guy just finding this much fulfillment and being really pretty good, but knowing somebody else is better. That's not what Notre Dame used to be. We used to end seasons leaving no doubt there was nobody better. We're undisputed number one. That's what this is all about. Now, in an ideal world, you could have it all, right? Like, I'll finish on that. In an ideal world, you could have it all, where you win a title, but on the way to building it, it's pretty damn solid before then. And then you have enough talent after that it stays pretty good. So, like, these aren't absolutes. You could end up with both of these. High level years, the years you don't win a title, and a title in there. Then you're checking all the boxes. But that wasn't the question asked. I had to pick one or the other. Would you rather? Give me the title. That's my whole life's mission, is to not stroke out long enough to see them do it again. Give me the title. That's what this is all for. Not to go 10-2, 11-1 and win nothing, but we're not. No, it's about the championships. And it always should be, and it always better be, or I'm done here. Oh, I'm going down to touch the play like a champion, and it says, 10-2 season, and no playoff wins. Good job. No. South Bend used to be Title Town. Make it that again.